Hey guys. Y'all, this moon phase is really intense right now. Like everybody's purging, crying, getting in their feelings, which is good because that's what we're supposed to do. We have to go down into our feelings to get everything out, right? We're purging our garden of life. What serves you? What does not serve you anymore? What are you happy about? What does not make you happy? And I know sometimes this is a very voided kind of time. You know, you may feel like it's going by real slow or like things aren't happening as quick as you'd like. I get it. I do get it. Ooh. But you have to let it move through you. Let that energy move through you. Some of the energy may have been in your body for a really long time. You know, the body keeps the score. Hold on, I'll come back to you. You know, and if it's something that you've been holding on to for a really long time, sorry, I'll show y'all. I'm just lighting Palo stick. I have a reading this afternoon at 3, but I wanted to come on real quick. I went by Dunkin' Donuts and I had to go by the vape shop Habits because I'm like, I really want to stop vaping, but I just don't see that on my horizon. And I'm not trying to be funny about it. I'm like, I like smoking like that. Not cigarettes, but like vaping. I just like to be able to do that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's my higher self telling me that I need to get out of my ego. It's really hard. It's really hard to balance sometimes, you know? It's like your ego starts to creep up, but you're trying to stay aligned and you're just like, being 3D human in this avatar meat suit, it's hard because you have emotions. Like Earth is the only planet with fucking emotions. I chose this? Why? You know? But if I think of it that way, then it's like, I chose this to do something, so let's get on with this. What are we doing? What am I supposed to do? Because I discarded every toxic person in my life from like a couple months ago to now. So I'm fresh start, fresh plane. Like there's an interview process to be on the roster. Sitting at my table, like it's just, I feel like I don't have time for it anymore. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, walking away from something that doesn't serve you with your abundance. You have your King of Pentacles. Did I say Nine of Pentacles? I meant King if I said that. Sorry. Sometimes the voices, you know, but you're walking away in a completion, in a wholeness. Look, he doesn't look stressed. He doesn't look upset. He knows what it is. This is what it is. I need to move forward. This past has no place for me. And clearly the past did not appreciate what I did bring to the table. So I'm kindly walking away from it, you know? And I feel like that is, there's a new abundance of energy that's kind of sweeping through, which I feel is kind of cool because like, think about it, like maybe even like 2 years ago, did you think that you were going to be here at this like juncture in your life? You're kind of like, dude, I made it. Like, I understand. I see the signs. I feel it in my heart. I feel like I passed the initiation. I feel like when God said you have to remove toxic people, that I couldn't sit there and go, oh, well, I want to keep these people. God's going to go, no. You need to remove all toxic person, place, and things out of your life. And maybe, I just had a vaping. So see, whenever I start to put like puzzles of the pieces of the puzzle together, sorry, dyslexic, and I start to think that, and then all of a sudden I'll go, like my little angel or my guide is sitting there going, but you vape. So you're getting rid of all these people, but you're keeping up these bad habits. That's out of ego. Shit, you might as well have kept the people in your life, you know, like that kind of thing. So it's going to be a removal of everything that's toxic, because what you're trying to become or trying to be in alignment with pureness, source, consciousness, that kind of thing. So, and look, he expects you to be human. Like, you have to be human. You're human. Well, some of us are hybrids, and then some of us are just... Let me focus. Yeah, Three of Wands. You know, we've already been there, done that. A lot of us are getting off of these cycles that you saw. Maybe you went through this last cycle and then you were like, you know what? I know how to get off this motherfucker now. Like, I know how not to do this again, because I figured out my patterns, what you know, my faults are, what my habits are. I've looked at their demons. I've also looked at my demons, because now I can see their demons, you know, that kind of thing. So it's almost like you can't, it's like crying over spilt milk. You're done. You see it. You can't unsee it now. It's something that you're going to have to move forward. So Three of Wands, I almost didn't turn it on. I showed you that side. But, you know, you're moving forward. You understand the light. Look at the fire. There's light. Light has been brought upon something that was in the dark, that was hidden from you. You know, now all of a sudden, in this time in your life, now things are becoming brighter, which is also more illuminated. If the sun comes out, that would be amazing. But that is, you're exposing things, and not even only in other people, but you're exposing things within yourself too. You know, you can't leave. If you're going to dig out your closet of skeletons, you can't like leave like 3 or 4 in there. Going through this spiritual awakening, you have to look at all of them. If you want to wait for those really bad ones that are still left in the corner, that's fine. Deal with these and come back to those. But at some point in your mind, even if you don't know what's in that bag of skeletons, like that's in your closet, at some point in time, angels, spirit guides, all your ancestors, all your team of people are going to begin to start to put little downloads. Do you remember that? Do you remember that trigger? And it's going to force you to look at that skeleton. And if you don't, it's just going to be like right there in your face, like a billboard. So while we're digging out, you know, while we're digging out our own skeletons and we're looking at other people's, because you have to compare, right? There's notes, you know, once you start to compare them and start to see the reality, because think about it. If you grew up in an indoctrinated kind of home, you were indoctrinated in the house, in the church, in the community, in, you know, just television, all the things, right? You're indoctrinated. When you start, and maybe you didn't fit in. Maybe you didn't fit into the community, or you didn't fit into the family dynamics and the structure of the different families, because you may have like uncles, and you know, like your family is here, and then you have an uncle that has their family, and an aunt that has it, you know, that kind of thing. You just didn't fit into that. At this point, I would ask yourself why. There had to have been a reason, because if you feel like, I don't want to say you got the short end of the stick, but if you do kind of feel jaded, or like that somebody just like completely betrayed you and then it trickled down, there is a redemption process that you will be able to, if you feel like you're walking away, you have all the abundance, look at it. You're walking away from things that don't serve you. That also means people, places, things. If you're at a place, you can't heal in the same place that broke you. You have to leave. I know that once I moved here, I could breathe. But the problem is I didn't know how to breathe on my own. I was around people that was telling me how to breathe, telling me, and when I'm using that as an analogy, I'm saying like telling me what to be at this time. Where do I have to go at this time? Oh, I need to be here. You know, my whole schedule was for everybody else. So when I got here, it was just like, it's peace. I can think on my own. I can reflect on the things that I've gone through in peace. And at this point, you walk away from it. It doesn't serve you. babies. It doesn't serve you. And I don't care if it's a masculine or a feminine. Narcissism can go both ways. Split personality disorder, both ways. Male or female is what I'm saying. Don't think that it's just an attack on men. It's not. I have narcissistic people in my family that are actually females. So when you're healing through this, understand that yes, you can put the label, like maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your sister, maybe it's a cousin, maybe it's an aunt, maybe it's, all the female side. I don't care where the label goes. That has put burdens on you, thoughts in your head, right? Of what you are, who you are in the community, who you are in the family. I'm sure that there's been little digs. You know your place. That's indoctrination. To keep you little, to keep you small. But when you start to dig out the closet, the skeletons in the closet, you can actually now, as an adult, look in those bags of skeletons and actually see who played the part. What reality played out in your head in this particular situation with this person that demeaned you, degraded you, neglected you, rejected you, all the 3D dance low energy. Now as an adult, you can actually look at that person with clear eyes, not emotional eyes, because emotions, again, Earth is the only planet with emotions. But when you can look at that and actually see, like, okay, well, I played a part in that. Yeah, I get it. Or yeah, I could see where they would get little, confused on that. At that point, you walk away from it. You're done. 8 of Wands, you got a lot of shit coming at you. A lot of quick energy. A lot of arguments. A lot of I heard the word crossfire. That's why I stopped, because I was like, crossfire. I mean, that's a 3 of Wands, which has the fire in it, but crossfire. Can you clarify crossfire? I don't know. It was really, really loud, crossfire. Real quick, too, whenever I said it. Because I said real quick motion, real quick energy. Did I say that, though? Did I say quick fire? Reminiscing. This time, when you're doing shadow work, because I'm sure you guys have tried it before and it is really hard, and it takes a really strong person to be able to do shadow work on yourself and look through your entire closet, recognize your own faults, clean that up, move forward. At some point, we have to understand that all people are not going to allow you to grow. They want to keep you small. So even if it was a family member, let's say a mom and a dad, that wanted to always keep you small, and now you're an adult, and now you're able to look back, and you kind of see that they've made you feel small this whole time. When you're digging in the closet and you're starting to look at your stuff, also look at, that's their storyline. They never healed. So they're parenting you in this non-healed version of themselves. So at some point, with this quick energy, quick blast of energy, right? Now you have 3 of Pentacles, which is weird because you do have, you're working with Wands and Pentacles, so Three of Pentacles usually is like help. Like there's somebody going to come in to help you. Somebody going, you know, you may even be having a mentor. Maybe somebody's helping you, or maybe you came across TikToks that are helping you. Okay, when I say helping you, it doesn't matter how the form that it comes in. Okay, Three of Pentacles, and it's this one, is like a unison, like a, it's almost like an argument. I feel like it's an argument, because how do you have Eight of Wands followed by that? Some people aren't going to be able to go with you where you're going, and that's not a like location like Florida or wherever the hell, right? It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the ascension. Some people are not going to be able to ascend with you and get to a point that they can heal. They don't do that. And again, this is not easy. But think about it. If you're the black sheep of the family, or you're the cast out one, you've gone through the most shit, right? You have to have had. I feel like you have to have had anyway. So you've had experience. And you've had family members or co-workers, you know, a group of people, I don't care, drop the label, that are constantly hacking on you. God is not going to leave you somewhere and have you live that way. That's not how that works. So he's going to put pressure on you to leave. And if you can't look through your closet at all the things, you too, you can't just look at the other person. You know, or the people around you. You can't just look at your coworker and go, well, she's doing this. If you're doing, you know, that's just the relationship. That's how you figure out your puzzle pieces. What's in your closet? Figure it out. Who praises you? Woo! Who praises you when you're doing well? Who shits in your bed when you're doing well? Amber Heard. How the hell are you gonna do that? Shit in somebody's bed. Like, I understand maybe throwing up in somebody's bed, you know, like an all-night bender, and you're just like not doing well in the morning. Seven of Cups, yeah. Crying over spilled. Oh, this is hard, y'all. This is not easy to have to release every energy, regardless if it's family or not. I knew that last time that my mom came to my house and my daughter was sitting right there, and I even said, I warned her, I said, watch how, oh, I almost said her name. I'm just going to call her my mom. I said, watch how my mom talks to me and treats me. Just watch it. And my daughter's like, no, like, she's not, come on, like, it's not going to happen. Just watch. Because I've had years to now gauge this and watch the patterns, regardless if we live together or not, like next to each other or not, right? I've had years to gauge what the hell this woman's doing. So she gets outside and we start to talk, and sure enough, mocking me, just being rude, just fucking rude. And I just looked at my daughter like, and you wonder why I don't want to be around her. I don't do that to her. So, toxic. It's toxic. If you don't see a person for a long time, and then you come to their house for a short time, and you're an asshat to that person, don't expect, take the label off, don't expect another invitation. I don't give a fuck if you're my mom. Because, which then ended up in like this huge tailspin, and I know, story time, I'm sorry. Turned into a huge tailspin, because she was supposed to go camping or whatnot, and she pulled her little RV up into my driveway, and I told her to leave. And that was hard for me, and I did cry because I was just like, I'm done. That was the straw. I was done. Because not only did I, she makes me question it. Questions my reality. I love you so much. You're, like plethora of crap. And now my adult daughter actually can witness this too. So I just sat there like, this is what the fuck you do. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, what? Oh my God, what? I'm like, like shit. So I had to realize that, sorry, it's my coaster stuck to my cup. But I had to realize that at that time, that's an unhealed version. So even if she's, look, I'm almost 50, so she's 70 something maybe, but she's not healed. She's not healed. She's very insecure. So she feels like she has to bring other people down around her, like to their face. I don't see you very often. Why would you talk to me that way? But that's the skeletons. Some of you guys are holding on to people that are horrible for you. And I get it. It's your mom. I get it. It's your dad. I get it. It's label. Take it off. This human is being horrible to you. I don't care what label it is. I don't care. They have choices too. And if they're just raw dogging it out here with your emotions, manipulating them because they can, or because that's their excuse. Well, I'm your mom. No. Mm-mm. Yes, you're my mom. Thank you for allowing me to come through your portal, but you're not really supposed to be treating me like this then, since you're going to put yourself under that label, right? Let's talk about it. Once we got to that point, then it turned into a shit show every time. And that's where I noticed that it was patterns. So you guys can't cry over spilled milk. I said MILF. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But, you can't cry over it. You just have to move forward. Like what am I going to do? Continue the cycle with my mom? I know what I'm going to get with her. What am I going to do? That's stupid. So if I don't have her in my life, which she just texts me every now and again. I miss you. I love you. Mama. Stop being a dickhead. Maybe we could have a relationship. Like, I feel like it's real easy. It's not easy for you and your brain, and that was look around at the people around you. Who are the enablers? Who are the ones that are going, well, that's your mom. I don't give a fuck. Once I got there, yes. Do I love her? Great. She's my mom. Thanks. What do you want me to say to you? Same thing goes with my dad and the rest of my family that has now just, I removed a lot of these people. They keep wanting to come back. I get that. I have to hold my boundaries up because, again, I know what I get with these people. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm sorry that you're having to deal with this kind of stuff. We all do. I'm just sharing my story with you so that you understand that we all do go through very similar storylines. But if my problem here on earth is to set boundaries with people because I allow them to walk over me and talk shitty to me and smear my name, and do I allow that? Because think about it. If my mom knows that and knows that I'm just going to still be here because, well, she's my mom and she can treat me any type of way, don't you think she's going to go to the extreme? What all can I do to this person? Because at this point, she gets off on it. Connect those pieces. I don't give a fuck if you're my mom. And that was a hard pill to swallow when I told her to leave my house. Now, whatever she told the family, I don't know. I don't care. I don't fucking care at this point. But I wasn't here, okay? Look, a year ago was not here in this place present. It took me a while to put that through my head and accept it. And breathe it through, because I'm like, I'm about to step out of all of my family's life. Everybody. Husband included. Bye. I see this. I see this. Can't unsee it. I'm done. You have to be strong. Strong, very strong. Journal. Write things down. Scream into a pillow if you have to. Go into the woods and scream if you have to. I don't care. Don't hurt people. Do no harm, take no shit. Do no harm, take no shit. Keep your boundaries up. If it means you have to discard people, then we do. If you need somebody to talk to about it, I'll talk to you about it. I have no problem sharing my storyline with you. It's hard. It'll make you feel very alone. It'll make you feel very weighted in the deep end. But I promise once the gray areas start to clear out, it's black and white. These people have made gray areas throughout your life to confuse you, to keep you wondering what your reality is with them. Do they love you? If they love you, they shouldn't treat you this way. They shouldn't mock you in front of your fucking face countless times. They shouldn't lie to you. They shouldn't, smear you. So what are you equating love to? What is love to you? Well, for me, that's all I knew from her. So that's what I thought love was. It's not. Because that's what my husband fucking repeated. Well, soon to be ex. Because once I started to realize who she was, I noticed the same tactics and traits in him. So both y'all got to go. But I had to be real clear with that, because I had to write in my journal and really characteristics. What is prevalent? What is patterns? I don't know if I think I should be saying what are patterns. Sorry, it's English. Sorry. What's reality? So many people are in this fog. And I know that there's FOG, it stands for something. If you look up narc talk, narcissism TikTok, hashtag that. Some people are talking about what it's called, fog, I guess, but there's names for it. So it's bad. You live in this constant well, they tell me that they love me, but they treat me like this. So that's a confusing, because if we're talking about a frequency is love is up here. And the frequency of hate and what the fuck they're doing, mocking you, lying, smearing, doing all the shit, what the fuck is down here, then you're blurred. You don't even know what any of these are, because all you're hearing is two total polar opposites of the spectrum. They want you to live there because that's where they live. All the way through at a drop of the hat. Because I noticed that when we were talking, we were outside on my patio and she was all posted up, and I'm like, bitch. And my daughter's just sitting there Mom and Grandma about to throw hands. No, I mean, I don't know. If she hit me, I think I'd strike her. But I'm not the first hitter. I'm not that. Because then when you hit me, there's going to be a brief moment of, what the fuck? Oh shit, I got to hit her back. Okay, hold on. Boom. And then, run away. I'm not a fighter, y'all. Sorry. But, it's she's posted up, and then I was watching her body language, because I had already done so much body language stuff. Even with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, watch their body language. Heard's all I just want to flicker, and go smoke some weed with Johnny, fuck. But, she's all up like this. And then, once I said, I put the smack down, it's this narcissism kind of, it's, I don't remember what it was called, what the words are, but it's something to basically put the person, to sit them the hell back down, because I was if I say this, it's going to turn into this, then it's going to be this, I'm playing this out, how do I approach this? Kind of whenever I approached the whole narcissism thing to my ex, it took me 2 days. I was how do I do this? Watch this PowerPoint. play. You run away. But, you know, it's like, I noticed once I said that to her, like, then she came all back, and I was just like, she goes, you want me to leave? And I was like, yeah. You want me to leave your house? Absolutely. You're right. Inside, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. You know, that was my trauma response. I'm an adult now. Come for me. We'll run together. You know, like, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to stand up to my own mom. And when I started to is when I was just like, it was scary. I was like, run away. Run back into my closet, hide. You know, once I started to put up boundaries, even my mom, my dad, same thing. My soon to be ex. When I put up boundaries with him, and then I started coming back with him with the same shit that he was doing for me. He didn't like that. He pouted. Poor Tink Tink. You know, like, it's just when you put the boundaries up, because look, people get really comfortable with you, you know, and once they get really comfortable, it's like, if you move anything or not allow them to treat you a certain way, which is kind of creepy, because it's like, you noticed that I didn't allow you to treat me in some rude ass way. You noticed that. So that's you're doing that intentionally. What the fuck? You know, like, those kind of pieces that you're just like, okay, I'm done. You know, you can't cry over spilt milk. They are what they are. My ex is what he is. He repeated the same fucking patterns in his last fucking wife. And the one before that, I don't know. Let's look her up. Let's have a party. You know? It's the patterns. What do you want to live in? Do you not want that? Do you want to have peace? Do you want to feel whole? It was shitty for me to think that my mom was coming to visit and I would literally like clean my house extra fucking extra just so she wouldn't say anything. And I feel like I keep a clean house anyway. So if it's extra, extra, what is she doing to make me feel that way? You know? What is she doing to make me feel that I have to go above and extra, you know, that kind, it wasn't out of like, oh, well, I just want my mom to see my, you know, a clean house. Walk in, you know, like, but I got so much anxiety from even the thought of her or my dad coming to my home. This is my sacred space. And I don't need you coming in here with your filth, floor, and filth. No. But when I would say that, then they get mad. They don't even respect me saying no. I'd rather you not come to my space with your toxicities and interrupt my energy in here. I just got it cleansed. Like, it's a whole process, y'all. You know, no, we don't need that. So I started to cut. No response. Which I think is funny because it's like, you know, it's my choice, right? I didn't have a choice when they left me when I was 17. You did what you wanted, right? Gotcha. All right, guys. Love you. Have a good day.